Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Byron from the Byron Podcast Show. I am joined by a host of people, and I'm so happy about it because we're going to be talking about abortions. My man C Mac was actually on the Jesse Lee Peterson show yesterday, and we're going to sit up here and build from that conversation. One thing about it, C Mac did not have the time that he needed to express himself. But over here on the Byron Podcast Show, he's definitely going to express himself. And he's definitely going to take as much time as he needs. And we are joined by Skip. We are joined by Sonae. But before we really get started, yo, Skip, how can my people find you, man?
Well, I got a little YouTube channel. If you just type in Skip McBurney, SkipMcBurney, you'll find me. And I got about 100. I think I got about 125 videos on now, and I try to add at least one or two a day. You know.
I mean, so what do your videos talk about? What does it consisted of?
Well,
is it in the politics, racism?
Well, a lot. To be honest with you, life is about politics. Whether we want to believe it or not, everything's got politics involved in it, and there's politics behind everything. Like me and C-Mac was talking, a lot of things that's going on is by design, and it's by the government. I really believe that. I honest to God believe it. But I talk a lot about the. I hope ain't none of y'all homosexual.
What do your shirt say? Remarkable.
Remarkable.
Amazing.
Yep. Amazing.
Yo, C-Mac, what's up, man? How can my people find you, man?
What's good, B? As always, thank you. It's a blessing to be on your platform. It's a blessing to be able to talk with the panel. Skip, Queen, as always. But B, yeah, you can catch me out here at C-Mac Productions with a Z TV. Just type in Corey Mack, Corey space MC. My podcast is based off of differences of opinion. We all have one. If we're not willing to listen to each other, there's no way we can have a conversation. So with that being said, by all means and all flavors, B, I thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah. And what do your videos consist of, C-Mac? Because you got like thousands and thousands of views. Like your Nipsey Hussle video got over 11, 12,000 views. I mean, crazy numbers.
Yeah, correct. Thank you. Yeah. I pretty much do everything from A to Z, especially when if it intrigues my thought process. With the Nipsey Hussle thing, I do believe the reason I got so many views, two things. Number one, it was Nipsey Hussle. Two, I like watching mysteries. I like watching crime movies. I like thinking, you know what I'm saying? So trying to figure out how he got shot, things of that nature, really attracted a lot of people to my channel. I.e. King Von. I've done things such as the Capitol, the riot, Black Lives
on Pikes.
Yeah, Heads on Pikes. Okay, yeah. And of course, you and I, Black Lives Matter. We've done that podcast. Anything dealing with the shooting deaths that I felt was strange and wrong.
Kyle Rittenhouse. We're going to have to get into that one day.
Yes, sir. Ahmaud Arbery did that one.
Amazing.
So, yeah, my podcast, it ranges. And like I said, it's all about the opinions. I love the comments, whether my thoughts are correct or not correct. You know, the opinions are what matter to me. That gets you to think.
Man, so Sonae, you want to introduce yourself to my audience?
Well, I'm Sonae. Just thanks for the opportunity to be here.
I mean, you know, Sonae, like you're going to play a pivotal role in this conversation that we're having. We're going to be talking about abortion.
Okay.
You're the only woman that's on here. The only female. You know, so we're going to go ahead and get into this. You guys, at the end of the day, see, Mac was on Jesse Lee Peterson's show yesterday. And the thing is, we are fin to see that clip right now.
Well, thanks, buddy. I'm going to keep my hopes up, but we're starting the trip now. Let's get to the free country.
Right on. Well, wishing you well, Chad. Take care.
All right. God bless, and just to get better. Can't wait to see you again, buddy.
Yeah. Appreciate that, Chad. Cool. These calls. I gotta get to Corey from North Carolina. I appreciate your call, Corey.
Gotta get to Corey. Amazing.
I am so excited. You just don't know. I ain't live on this show. Yes,
well, I'm glad you called, Corey. Appreciate that.
and I watch you guys on a regular basis. You know, I just make the commentary at time about alpha, the male thing. It's just over exaggerated.
Okay.
Women, in my personal opinion, when it comes to women's rights, quote unquote, or specifically like abortion, things of that nature, I had this debate with other guys at work. I'm a single father with 3 females. If anyone is raped or anything of that nature, I'm first on board with them having an abortion. If anyone feels like they got pregnant, they wasn't ready, they're not financially stable or able, I'm on board with abortion. I'm not on board with abortion when it comes to just having abortion. No, I'm not on board with that type of.
But you know that that's most of abortions.
Do I know that that's most of abortions?
Yeah. Did you know that that's most of abortions? Most of abortions are the type that you're talking about, the abortion of convenience.
The abortion of convenience, meaning they got pregnant and just got up and decided to have an abortion.
Yep. It's not.
That is
It's not abortions. It's not usually people who've been raped or people.
You say it like it's not common.
It really isn't. It really isn't. People aborting a child or killing a child because they don't want to have the child of their rapist is very uncommon. It's very uncommon.
But it is applaudable. It is something that's understandable, correct?
No, I disagree. I don't think it's understandable because you don't just
that a woman should be having a baby that she is raped to have.
Well, you may have heard it before, but you don't make something wrong right by doing more wrong.
No. Wrong.
You don't kill. You don't kill someone who's poor. You don't kill a homeless person on the street because it would be better for the economy. You know what I mean?
You do not. Term you are not. We're talking about common sense.
But that's the thing. It's just not common sense to kill, right? To kill. If you really truly, are you Christian, by the way? If you really truly believe that,
I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Baptist. I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. I'm not an atheist. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a right wing.
That's the only way.
I'm not a patriot.
Right.
I'm none of those. I'm a person that uses common sense. If a woman has been raped and she wants to have an abortion, I'm going to hold her hand. I'm going to help her through the process. I'm going to talk kindly to her.
That's so weird, man. That's so weird the way you're talking.
Oh, but Jesus would talk how? Let me hear you talk with Jesus. How would Jesus talk?
Look, listen. I don't know where you're going with that, but that's so weird what you're saying. Like, I'm going to hold her hand. I'm going to hold her hand. I'm going to hold her hand while she kills a baby.
This is not hard. How do Christians help?
He would tell her that he shouldn't. He would tell her that she shouldn't kill, a life. That's what he'd say.
You are
be strong. You be strong in that.
The truth. There's no way
you sound really weak to women, man. You sound like really weak to women. I'm gonna hold her hand while she kills.
So wait a minute, for a father who has 3 daughters, you think I sound weak?
Yes.
So you, on the other hand, would sit there with your daughter and say, "Baby, it's okay. I'm sorry you was raped, but we're going to have the baby because God would want this to happen."
Yeah, that's what a sane person would do. That's what a sane person.
Psychologically, no, that sounds psychologically screwed up in the brain.
So that's what a sane person would do.
You got me right there.
I'm not a murderer,
I'm not a murderer, but I am a person who.
You want me to stop right there?
Yes, sir. Psychologically messed up in the brain. Yes, sir. You can stop it right there. I stand on my principle.
See, Mac, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
I want you to have all the time in the world you need on this show. You feel me? You cannot really talk the way that I felt like you deserve to talk on his show. But on this show, on this platform, I really want you to get it out. So I'm going to ask you, man to man, what's your stance on abortion?
2 things, B. If a woman is raped, molested, impregnated, and she wants that abortion, I am 100% on her team. Mm-hmm. There's no if with me. There's no waiver with me. I'm 100% on her team. Now, for the promiscuous ones who, like he wanted to use the word convenient, I gave you my alternative for that, B. There's solutions for those type of things. But when a woman comes and tell you she's financially unstable, mentally not stable, physically not stable, marriagely not stable, relationship not stable, and that's an option that she wants to choose, us as men, we should allow her that. That is her body. That is her life. Once she has that child because man want her to, man's not going to be there to take care of it. Man's not going to be there to support her. Man just going to be there to, oh, you did good, because that's what God would want. And that's not right to me.
Amazing. Yo, Skip, what's your stance on abortion?
Well, I was adopted when I was 3 days old. I don't know who my birth mama, my birth daddy was. And I knew from the time I was old enough to know what abortion was. Before I even knew, not abortion, but adoption was, I knew I was adopted.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out later on what happened and what it was. My birth mother, she was 13 years old. Mm-hmm. And the next door neighbor was a lot older, and he knocked her up. Mm-hmm. And of course, her parents didn't want her to keep me, so they give me up for adoption. Now, I thank God, I thank God that they didn't abort me, you know?
Wait 1 second, Skip. You say you thank God that your parents did not abort you, right?
Right.
I mean, the reason why I'm saying that is because I had a conversation with my man C Mac and his friend Pat earlier today. They were saying basically, or at least Pat was saying basically, like the child will be traumatized because he or she don't know who the parents are if they give the child up for adoption. But you're saying, who is a person who have been adopted, you thank God that they did not adopt you, did not abort you, abort you.
Right.
Are you traumatized because you did not know who your parents was, if you don't mind me asking? Because I did not know that until now.
You know, I'll be honest with you. I never really considered it or thought about it being adopted at all. It never interfered or had it played in my life at all. And the way I found out who my birth mother was, when my adopted mama, when she died, I went to a house to clean it out. Mm-hmm. And I found this, I went in the china cabinet and I found this old faded piece of paper, and it had Dolores Ann Sutton on it, age 13. So I called up one of my daddy's sisters, and I asked her, I said, Aunt Vivian, I said, does the name Dolores Ann Sutton mean anything to you?
Your adopted dad, right? Or
yeah, my adopted dad. Yeah, I don't know my real parents.
And you just called him daddy, which means that they
were my mom and daddy.
They
were my mom and daddy. Exactly. They loved me to death. Yeah.
So they treated you no differently than your actual biological parents would have treated you, I'm assuming.
Well,
except with the exception.
Now that I know that she was 13 years old, now that I know that she was 13 years old and the situation she was in, I was probably raised a whole lot better life than I would have been with her just being a child herself, you know?
Correct.
Yeah. But no, it didn't affect me any kind of way. Never bothered me. It didn't bother me at all. I didn't have no opinion on it at all. You know, I'm just, like I say, I thank God that, you know, that it was come to the, you know, that my aunt knew that woman and her child and knew that she was pregnant, and they needed my mom and daddy couldn't have any kids, and they wanted to adopt the child, and they was able to connect them, and I'm here today, you know.
That's remarkable. See, Mike, what's up, man?
It's remarkable. I know.
Beautiful. But in all fairness to Pat that is not here, this really would make Pat's argument still, because there's a percentage of skips and there's a percentage of kids who are traumatized behind it. So it's really null and void. One story,
but they traumatized, but they're not dead.
That may be the case, but even then, you might not get the traumatized child to tell you that they're thankful for God that they're here.
But I don't know how anyone could be traumatized from that, from knowing that they were adopted.
I see what you're saying. Skip.
if you're never in that position,
he was though.
I was in that position.
Like that's why Finn said
he was.
When he said he was cleaning out the house and he found the certificate. Now, I've never been through that, but just sitting here listening to his story, do you know how my heart just went, whoa.
Yeah, mine's too. I did not know that until he said it.
Terrifying that would be to me, but it wasn't to Skip. You see what I'm saying? So with human nature, everybody's different. It's just, are we willing to understand each other's plight? I understand what he went through. I understand what Pat was giving because he gave out statistics.
But see, Mac, one thing that Skip said is, I thank God they did not kill me.
That's right.
So Nay, what's up, sweetheart? What's your stance on abortion?
I mean, I'm for them. If it's a situation kind of like what C-Mac was talking about, being raped, or you're young and you can't support it financially, mentally you're not stable, and like that, then I do believe it's a woman's right to be able to decide that. And I don't think it's right for a man to say that's wrong or she shouldn't do that.
Can I'm gonna play the devil's advocate for a second, Sonay. Let's say you was my woman. You with the good doc right now, the good doc, and I got you pregnant, and I wanted you to have my child, but you wanted to abort. I don't have a say so in that.
I mean, I'm not gonna say you don't have a say so in it, but the final decision would be mine. I mean, I would take in consideration how you feel, but the final decision is mine. Is my body.
But it's my child. It's my child.
I understand that is your child, but that's my body having to adjust to carrying the baby. It's my body. They went through all the changes, and it's me laying on that table delivering a baby close to death.
So my question now would be, why didn't you take the necessary steps to prevent yourself from getting pregnant if you did not want a child and you knew I wanted a child? I want a child. Remarkable.
Okay, well, the question can go back. Can go back to you. You know what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't.
Why not?
No, it wasn't. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Sonia. Go ahead, baby.
The question can go back to you. You asked, why protect yourself if knowing I didn't want a child? The question can go back to you. You know what I'm saying? Why not pull out? Why not wrap up?
Amazing.
Can I jump in for a minute?
Go ahead, Skip.
I've heard neither one of y'all ask, well, what about the child? I know it's the child.
Good question. Yeah, good question.
There's three people involved here.
That's right. That's life.
Her and the child.
Yeah. Bro. That's life.
I mean, child involved, but that child can't say whether or not it wants to be here or not. It can't make that decision.
But you making the decision for it.
Right.
I mean, well, if I feel that's the best option for me.
For you.
In that situation. I mean, that's my opinion. And it's not right for anybody, you, baby daddy, or anybody else to say it's wrong.
It's saying your network is low, baby mom, but can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, how about if the man that made you pregnant came to you and said, look, I understand you don't want to raise a child or whatever. What if we signed the papers and I take full custody of the child? You don't have to worry about the child whatsoever. I will raise the child myself.
That's right.
Would you give it?
Well, I mean, that might be a different situation. But if it was like that, that might be a different situation. Then I might not have an abortion if it was a situation like that. But the bottom line is this: if I'm raped, or a situation like that, I'm not having a baby.
But the
In
child
that
has nothing to
situation.
do with it. The child has nothing to do with
Huh?
that rape. What's up, C-Mac? Go ahead, man. I mean, I told you, you're going to get your time today on this show. What's up, man? Take your time.
I'm with Queen. Nope. 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 You're not going to talk to me about unicorns. You ain't going to talk to me about plant peas. You ain't going to talk to me about nothing that concerns anything outside of her.
Even though that child is from your bloodline now, regardless of how it was conceived, that's still part of your bloodline.
I'm just being honest. This is my opinion. I got 3 girls. I got 3 girls.
You do.
For anybody to sit beside me and tell me to overlook the fact that my child was raped and she does not want this baby, no, that's not going to be right. That's not going to be
you
right.
You believe in sin, right, C-Mac?
I do believe everybody sins.
Okay. So with that being said, you do know people make mistakes, right?
I do believe people make mistakes.
So rape is a sin.
No mistake. Rape mistake.
That's not a sin.
That's no mistake.
Rape
that's not. So a person cannot be forgiven for raping a woman, is what you're saying. So you're playing God. You're playing God now.
No. God can forgive him. So therefore, I'm not going to speak for God.
You're spiritual, right? No, come on, we can't deflect. You're spiritual. Okay. On the show, you said you serve the Most High, correct?
I ain't never said I served the Most High.
You did on that show. Yes, you did.
Never used the word serve. I have never used the word serve.
What did you say then? Because I don't want to go through that.
I said I believe in the Most High.
Okay, you do believe in the Most High.
Facts.
Do you serve the Most High? Now I'm asking you, do you serve him?
No, I serve no God like that. No, I serve nothing. No.
So you have no belief in nothing?
I just said I believe in the Most High. Serve and
see, Mac,
words.
A lot of Christians say the same thing. They believe in God.
And they serve God.
But Satan believes in God. But the question is, do you believe God?
There are Christians that say they serve God and do devilish things. There are Christians that say they believe in God and serve God and do devilish things. There is no way that a person who believes in the Most High and walks in light of the Most High should have to go through the scrutiny that those who do don't.
Well, let me ask you one more question real quick, just to get y'all's opinion on this. I don't know, but could only imagine how devastating it would be to be raped or whatever.
Hey, you guys, I'll be right back.
Be raped and find out that I'm pregnant. But instead of aborting that child, listen to me out now. Some good can come from it, because for one, that child gets an opportunity to live. And there are so many people out there in the world today that can't have children, that are wanting to adopt children. And that child could, be raised and have opportunity to live life, and make 2 people happy in the process, being able to adopt a child.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that on that point alone, if the woman chose to do that, guess who's going to be on side with her? Corey.
Right.
If she chooses to give it up for adoption, just like you said, because that opportunity is there. I do believe in that opportunity is there. But the opportunity starts with the woman first. She has to make that whole decision. We can give her the options. We can give her the pep talk, but it still is her option.
Well, it's up to the woman on a rape or something like that. I believe 100% it's up to the woman. But with a consensual sexual act, and he wants to keep the child,
and I disagree with that, Skip.
And she don't want to. What? It's her decision if she's raped.
Yeah, I don't agree with you on that one.
Well, it's kind of
and I'm a Christian man, and I'm saying it to another Christian man.
Well, I'm saying this in this way. There's no one else that can make that decision.
There's no other way.
that's involved in it because she was raped and she don't know who the person that
What
did
did
it
that
was.
have to do with the child?
It don't have anything to do with child. I'm not
So
saying
why,
it's right.
who are you to
I'm
play?
not saying that it's, I agree with her having the
Okay,
abortion.
let me ask you this question then, Skip. Adam, who did God create for Adam?
Eve.
Okay, when
Not
you say
Steve,
that,
not Steve, but Eve.
When you say that, it's almost like you're saying that Eve is short for evil.
I don't know how you got that.
Amazing.
Remarkable. But what I was saying was the lady went through that rape on her own, and I hope some people will try to counsel her and give her the option of saying, look, you can give this child up for adoption. You know, you can make two people happy, and that child can be raised up in a good home, hopefully. And that's what I would want. But if you think about it, really, nobody's going to be able to make that decision but her.
No,
but
okay, I'm listening.
Who's going to make that decision for her? I mean, whose right is it to make that decision for her? Now,
well,
I'm not
she's
for
a Christian
abortion at all.
The Bible says to have the mind of Christ.
Well, that's right. But what if she don't have the mind of Christ?
Well, she needs to get the mind of Christ.
Well, I know that.
The Bible says, thou shalt not steal, kill, or commit adultery.
That's right.
So listen. Adolf Hitler was a Hitler. He was a murderer of the Jews. And we replaced abortion by trying to like put a Band-Aid on it, but it's no different than what Hitler did, and that's kill, execute. Do you know what they do with those babies' bodies? Do you know what they do with those babies' eyes? This is satanic type of things that they do with these unborn children.
I know.
And we can't, and there's 3 Black people on the panel right now. Over 270 plus million Black babies been killed since the 70s, but we want to scream Black Lives Matter. Are you kidding me?
Well, hold on a minute. Don't make me out to be the bad guy.
No,
I'm not for abortion
to the panel as a whole.
Yeah, I'm not for abortion.
Well, I got to talk to you because it's a little more personal because you're a Christian and I'm a Christian. Remarkable. See, man,
let me ask you this, Byron. How can you make that decision for that woman? You can't hold her down and make her keep her locked up for 9 months.
I'm not making that decision. That's Jesus making that decision. Thou shalt not kill. Hello.
That's right. I know that.
Me and
you both know that.
I'm glad you're here. I don't want you to go nowhere. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I'm glad, regardless of what took place and how you got here, I'm glad I'm talking to you now.
I wish my ex-wife felt like you did.
I have 3. I have 3, my brother.
I got 2.
hey, you're on your way. What's up? What's up?
This old boy ain't getting married again.
Hey, I've been single for over 5 years.
Don't you put that on me.
So, Nay, what's up, sweetheart?
I mean, I hear where all y'all are coming from, but can you imagine?
Mm-hmm.
You know, as Skip said, he couldn't imagine how it is to be raped. That's right. Can you imagine? See, I know what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen it firsthand how it affects people. My daughter was raped. And can you imagine your niece, Deja, getting pregnant by this man that raped her? She keeps the baby. She has the baby. You don't think of how that's going to affect her when she looks at this baby. You know what I'm saying? You don't think it's going to bring back memories of how this baby came to be. You don't think it's going to bring back the whole incident as a whole picture. You know what I'm saying? You don't think that's going to traumatize my child even more than the traumatizing of being raped?
Okay. I mean, I
think you got to look at the woman and what she went through. You know, if you've never been raped, That's a feeling that you can't explain. That's a feeling that you feel the lowest that you will probably ever feel. You feel disgusting. You feel helpless. You feel all that, and for somebody to tell my child that if she would have gotten pregnant in that situation, it would have been wrong for her to have an abortion. I don't think that's right. You know what I'm saying? And I told her straight up, and I'm being just honest as I could be. If she would have gotten pregnant in that situation, there wasn't no ifs, ands, buts about it. We were going to abort that baby.
Yes.
No questions asked. It wasn't even gonna be discussed. Nothing. That was automatic gonna happen. Because I'm not gonna sit back and I'm not gonna watch. I already sit back and I already watch how it affects her now. How she cries. And it's been a little over a year since this happened. I sit back and I watch how this girl, even after a year later, still has to sleep in my bed sometimes because she has nightmares, because she's scared, because she relives that moment. She has dreams about it. That's not right for, in that situation, to bring that baby in and expect that woman to be able to say, okay, you know what I'm saying? This is life. You know what I'm saying? It didn't ask to be here. I'm going to step up and I'm going to be that parent. No, because you don't know how that's going to play a part of her mindset.
But she could give that baby up for adoption.
Yeah, she could give it up for adoption. She could. But I'm going to tell you this, a lot of times that people say adoption, and I'm speaking on experience for myself. I have 4 kids. Altogether, I'm supposed to have 7 altogether. Now, I've had 2 abortions. I have 4, and I've had 1 miscarriage. Now, my first daughter was supposed to go up for adoption. Signed the papers, found the family, met the family. Oh, the day I had my daughter, seeing her little eyes, her holding her, you know what I'm saying? All that changed my mind. A lot of people that say they want to do adoption at the end of the road change their mind. They don't go through with it.
There you go, right there. You just said it. You held that baby, and it made you forget about, really think about it. Did you forget about how everything happened, and now you're holding that beautiful little baby in your arms, and you're so glad to be holding her, and you wouldn't want to give her up for anything in the world?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't raped.
Exactly.
Because I wasn't raped. It was different. It was different.
Even if you was raped, so Nate, even if you was raped and you holding that baby.
Yes, you're talking legal and lawful rape. You're talking legal and lawful man law rape. Look in the Bible, it didn't have an age. Come on.
I want you to get it out, C-Mac. I told you on this show right here, we're not going to cut you off. You didn't get your time on Jesse Lee Peterson show, but you're going to get your time on this show right here. Get it out, fam. Get it out.
We got to have them notes up there because, like I said, that's man law. And we was talking about that at work. In the Bible, it says, obey man's law on earth. Right? First thing that came to my mind.
If you obey the laws of the land, you'll be safe. That's what it says.
So first thing that came to my mind, it's like, how would Jesus or God come up with that concept for us to obey man, when we are man's law on this earth? That totally sounded like man wrote something for himself to be looked at in a light to where we obey the laws of the land when the natives tell you that the land is theirs. So we got a conflict of issue. We got a conflict of beliefs. we got a conflict in religion.
Not a conflict of interest.
Say it again, B.
Lord, you ain't about to get into how we stole the land from them Indian folks, are you?
Well, it's
Well, yeah,
we
I
can
mean,
go down
well,
that
the
road.
land was stole from my people now.
It's a
Sone
fact.
is Indian. I mean, Skip, do you want to add to that? Sone is Indian.
I better leave that one alone.
Okay,
But
understandable.
Well, you know, bottom line is, if my daughter, and I got two of them, and they both have children,
yes, sir.
but if they wish to had to go through a rape or anything like that,
Don't say which.
I would be there for her, and I would hold her hand the whole time. I wouldn't hold it at the abortion clinic. I can tell you that, CJ.
Yeah.
But I would hold her hand, and I would try to, do my best to help her through it, and do whatever I can, and help her to come to the realization to make the right decision or see the right decision. You don't have to keep that baby. You can give that baby up for adoption. I would do all I could to try to do that.
Yeah.
But in the process of you doing that, if you just leave the word the right way out and use the word options, you're A1 dad. There's
no other way though, C-Mac.
From father to father, that's what a father's supposed to do.
C-Mac, do you realize, C-Mac, do you realize you just signed a certificate saying that you're a killer?
No, I haven't done that. Now I'm gonna tell you what.
You agree with killers, though.
Let me tell you what happened is, someone's opinion of me has signed me as a killer, but me as a spiritual person and as a being, I have physically never killed no one. But let me give an example of what I would do if I had to kill someone.
Yes, sir.
If you enter this house and you think you finna take one of them girls up in that room right there, may the Lord bless me and forgive me for my sins.
But you just basically said that you signed your rights for those who believe in abortion to give up their girl. So by default, you're a killer. They don't have to be 19. They can just simply be in the womb. You see what I'm saying? They don't have to be 19 or 23. They can just simply be in the womb. Black Lives Matter, though, right?
The way you're
Black
wording
Lives Matter? Come on now.
The way you're wording it, role plays.
There's I'm not wording it no differently than how you're saying it. You're delivering it like that.
No.
270 plus million black babies been aborted since the 70s. We're not going to say aborted. We're going to say killed and murdered.
Yeah. How many innocent black babies died during the slave trade when the Europeans threw them off?
Okay, there you go. Adding to it. We're talking about black people, black families who made that decision to kill their own black child. Let's start from there. I'm not adding the other stuff into it.
How many black babies were thrown off the boat?
Come on, C-Mac.
While they held
you smarter than that, C-Mac.
While they held the Bible in their hands.
C-Mac, you're smarter than that.
And
you're changing the narrative, C-Mac.
Right.
C-Mac, you losing me now.
That's a fact.
You're deflecting now.
C-Mac, why come that discussion had to go back to slavery? What does abortion have to do with slavery?
Good question.
The reason why it went back, because of the thought process. Here it is, you won't visualize a Christian standing on a boat with a Bible that you quote today, throwing a black baby off the boat. In what name of God was that for?
I wasn't there. I don't know what they did,
You don't have to be there when you can literally read this stuff and know it's a fact.
I don't know. I think maybe you've been watching that movie Roots a little bit too long.
No, sir. I watched Kunta Kinte. Kunta Kinte told you he didn't even know what that church was. So once again, people who never heard of it and was forced to learn it, how can we not sit here and say that's wrong?
Well, there's a lot of things that's wrong, and I agree with that. There's a lot of things in history that were wrong.
By far.
a lot of things, but we're talking about now and today. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
make
Now
the
and
decisions that we're making today. They can't be made on what happened in the past hundreds of years ago.
no, sir.
They can't.
They're made off the same principles that was used thousands of years ago. Oh, excuse me, not thousands, because I don't want to give miscredit. Hundreds of years ago, the Bible was used to justify what was done hundreds of years ago. And correct me if I'm wrong, but are we not using the Bible right now to justify your
Okay,
argument?
and that's a good question, C-Mac. So what is your belief then, C-Mac?
I need an answer. Are we not doing that?
Yeah, in this
Mac, let's
conversation,
go
yeah.
one step further. Let's go one step further. Who sold those blacks into slavery?
Ooh.
Are we not doing that right now, gentlemen? Are we not using the Bible to justify your opinion? Y'all got the cricket button on. What's going on?
Are we justifying the Bible saying that it's not right for abortion? Is that what you're asking?
Okay. Are you using the Bible to justify your opinion?
It's not, the thing is, C-Mac, it's not even an opinion.
Oh.
It's about what Christ said about killing.
So, okay.
This topic is about abortion.
That's even better.
Yeah,
So
you
are
good.
you using the Bible to justify what Christ said?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay, that's fair. See, yes or no question. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, so
What was your question?
What was your question,
Mac, between
Skip?
thou shalt not kill and thou shalt not murder. You know,
I totally agree.
I don't agree with abortion at all. I don't agree with abortion at all. Herod killed every male child 2 years and under.
That's right.
Hitler killed every Jew that he could get his hands on.
Well, I disagree with you on that. Hitler got a bad rap, and we'll have a discussion one day on that.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you
sir.
want to? Hitler got a bad rap. Hitler was a nationalist. He was for his country, and all them books that was burned. They say he was burning Bibles and all this. Those books were books on bestiality, books on homosexuality. He wanted to get the filth out of his country. He wanted his country not to be like the Jews, and he didn't kill all them Jews like they said he did. And it's being debunked every day that Hitler was not the man that the history books say he was.
Remarkable.
It is, Byron. But we will have a good discussion on that one day if you'd like to. I'd love to.
Do you like Hitler, Skip?
I don't know Hitler. I just know what I read about him doing my own research. And then what I was raised to believe about him. A man has to think for himself. I'm not going to watch CNN and believe everything they say.
That's right.
I'm not going to believe everything these history books tell me. They were written on their agenda, on what they want to say. You know, man's got to do his own research and get out there and look and find out for himself.
Amazing.
You know?
Amazing.
Remarkable.
Can I give you a little nugget that I found out about Hitler too?
I'm listening, C-Mac.
Hitler also knew that who was killing the original Aborigines. He knew it was the Jews that was doing the killing. Hitler was protecting Hitler was protecting people like me.
Who's the original man, C-Mac? Who's the original man?
The Aborigine.
And who are they? Because I never heard of that till now.
Native people to these lands.
Okay. That's the little short black folks over in Australia, ain't it?
Say it again.
The Aborigines, they're the little short people over in Australia, ain't they? And those Aborigines?
They could be short or tall, but you're going to see them look like me.
Yeah.
So, name.
Yes.
You was talking from your heart earlier. You was really, and I know about that story personally. And it really hurt me. But what you were saying is you're going to destroy what he did, but you did not acknowledge that you was destroying a part of you if it came to that point. Can we agree on that?
Well, yeah, it would have been my grandchild, yeah. But and it
You're
would have
okay
been
with
a
that?
part of
You're okay with
it
that?
would have been a part of me, it would have been a part of my daughter. Oh, most definitely I would have been okay with that. Most definitely.
C-Mac reacted. Can I go to C-Mac real quick and come back to you, Sonay?
Go ahead.
Yeah, my thing is, like I said, it's the way you asked her the question, because I heard you use the word.
I'm straightforward.
Yeah.
C-Mac.
Yeah.
I don't have time to play games.
I understand that, but I'm just
lives literally is on the line.
Listen, I'm listening to the words.
I don't care about words.
Okay,
I care about lives.
If that's the
lives
case,
is on the line. I'm trying to save lives. Black lives matter.
If that's the case, did you say he?
Amazing.
Remarkable.
Did you say he in her to her when you asked that question?
Let's say yes, I did say that. Yeah.
Okay, so now me listening to her story, if you're asking for her to think about the concern of a rapist,
of her grandchild, that's my point.
I understood, but you used the question in order to get to the grandchild. Your question was for he and her daughter to come together to make that miraculous conception that they both agreed to abort. You want to know about the feelings of that later on down the line.
Female, let me ask you a question. Do you believe in sin? Yes or no? Yes or no? Come on, talk to me. Do you believe in sin?
Who?
Do you believe in right and wrong? C-Mac, do you believe in right and wrong?
I can't answer that question till we get past
the C-Mac. C-Mac, you lost some more points with me.
Now, if you'd asked her how did
her
boyfriend came together, and now that was another thing, because you asked to have a baby with her also.
C-Mac, oh my God, you lost me.
Skip said, you know, about the abortion part, which both of you have a valid point. So if her and you was to have a baby, and you told her, you was trying to have a baby, you told her you wanted to have a baby.
Yes.
She told you she didn't want to have a baby, but you went into the bedroom without your condom. You went into the bedroom without trying to.
You adding that, C-Mac.
So to prevent
you're adding that.
Then she gets pregnant. She looks at you and say, "Didn't I tell you I didn't want to get pregnant?"
You're just gonna skip over what I just said. You added that, C-Mac.
You didn't get Planned Parenthood. You didn't get.
Look at Sonay. She's laughing at you. She's laughing at you. Yes, you are, baby mom.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You are. Look at you. Look at you. You try to take the camera off of you and everything. Look at you. Look at that. He's adding that. No.
I listen to
I'm straightforward.
I listen to words. When you asked her he, the first thing came to my mind, are you talking about the boyfriend or the rapist? Then I can logically
the rapist. I was talking about the rapist, okay, C-Mac. So that's still a part of her. That's still her grandchild.
Man to man.
Yes.
Man to man.
Man to man.
If you ever in your life think about taking something from a woman, you would be befriended with the quickness of the eye.
Amazing. Yo, what's up, Skip? What's up, Skip?
I don't know. I'm just sitting back and listening.
Okay. Yeah. All right. C-Mac. C-Mac. You really skipped over some of my questions.
Not really.
I asked you a simple question. It was really yes or no, and I'm giving you every opportunity possible because you're not just someone I respect, but you're my friend. You're not on the Jesse Lee Peterson show, so I'm giving you every opportunity possible.
Yes, sir.
Do you believe in right and wrong? No. Do you believe in sin?
Exactly. I remember the question. Now, yes, I do. There is sins. Yes, I do believe people sin.
Okay, you do. So
now, don't forget, you asked us that question 15 minutes ago too.
But you did not answer it straight.
Yes, I did. I said I believe in sin. Now, your next question is going to be the same question you asked 15 minutes ago. Go right ahead.
What is that question then?
You're going to ask me if I believe in sin, then killing a baby is a sin.
Is that what I was going to say? I don't.
Ask the question and watch how that's going to be the answer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to allude to that.
I know.
Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and ask it. So killing a baby, that's not sin?
That is a sin.
Are you spiritual?
By far.
What is
You believe in-
spiritual, C-Mac?
Yeah.
What does that mean, you're spiritual?
Yeah.
To me, being spiritual means I do believe in the Most High. I do believe in the Most High commandments. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not do all these things that are common.
But you don't believe in the Most High, right?
Sin. I believe in ancestry. You know, I believe in that type of
So that's your Most High. Ancestry is your Most High, right?
Part of it.
What do your Most High beliefs consist of? Will you tell me some of their morals?
Yes, some of their morals. Killing someone for the heck of it is a sin. That is a no-no. Robbing someone, stealing from someone, being inconsiderate of someone, not having compassion for someone, not thinking about having empathy towards someone, not even wanting to have the understanding towards someone. A couple more things that I grew up with.
What's up, Skip?
Well, I go back to the same thing, C-Mac. You believe in the Most High, but do you believe the Most High? Do you believe him when he says, thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not murder? Do you believe that?
Good
Yeah,
question.
I believe in him. Satan believes in God.
Yeah,
but he don't believe God.
That's true. That's true.
Do you believe God? And if you do,
I'll answer your question. I'll answer the question by saying it was twofold, because you used the word, do I believe God said it? I'm going to tell you, I believe God instilled it in me. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not. I believe he instilled it. It's the same principle as you believe it. He said it. Same principle.
I believe he puts it in all those to know the difference between right and wrong when it comes to killing or stealing and all that. I believe that.
I believe that too.
He gave us a brain to think with. He did not give us a brain to follow someone else's thought process. Be it those who, because if we all took the book and opened it up ourselves, right? We see the commandments that says thou shalt not kill. We see it right there. But there is nowhere in that book where it tell a woman that she has to give that life a chance after being raped. It's not there. It's just not.
So you don't believe abortion is killing then? That's not killing in your eyes?
Good question. Good question. Remarkable.
I'm going to answer that for you because it's twofold. The way you worded it, killing a baby with the word abortion, yes. How else are you going to stop the process of it? It has to have a terminal.
You're killing your own baby. That's what's even more crazier.
Hey, if you want, if that's how you feel that it is,
no, that ain't how I feel. That's what it is.
No, because that ain't what it is.
DNA says that's what it is.
If a woman is
DNA
raped,
says that's what it is.
Like I said, if that's your belief.
My belief. Okay, what do statistics show? What do DNA show? DNA show that it's your bloodline. Regardless of how the child was conceived, that's still a part of your bloodline.
If that's
let's take a break. Let's take a break. Hold on. Let's let the spirit lead. Is it? Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. I have received a lot of backlash about the rebel flag. So let me go ahead and ask my man Skip real quick. Skip, how do you feel about the rebel flag?
The rebel flag, well, there's a lot of history about the rebel flag.
Yeah, my history stops with the KKK.
Well, I wished I could remember. I wished I would have did a little research. I know what I want to say, but I don't know how to get it out. But that wasn't, to begin with, that wasn't designated to be a racist flag.
I agree. Because it started with a freaking, it looked like the same flag that their opposers use. Then they changed it to a white flag, but white flag was a sign of surrender. And then it turned into what it turned into now.
Let me ask you this, Byron, all three of y'all. Do y'all remember the Dukes of Hazzard used to come on TV?
Yes.
That was my show. That was my show.
That was your show. Did that rebel flag bother you on top of the General Lee? Did you really think about it?
I'm a real nigga now. I'm a real nigga. Remarkable.
Remarkable.
We were kids, so we didn't know the significance behind it. Therefore, it didn't bother us as kids. We liked it, the show.
And so, Nay, what's up, baby?
I mean, yeah, like C-Mac just said, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't understanding the meaning behind it or whatever. So no, it really didn't bother me. Like you said, I just liked the show.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a scholar, once again, full disclosure, but no, I don't believe that the rhetoric of the flag being racist, because that wasn't the intent that it started out as, because they were separating themselves from the state. So they was in a seceding. So that was almost like their capital flag. That was like their state flag. So really, you talking about enemy of the state. You talking about terrorists at that point in time. On behalf of the North, in their consideration, they was terrorists. They was fighting a terrorist group with that flag. So I also say, if you look at most of the Ku Klux Klan's pictures, any of that type of organized stuff right there, there's the most important flag that you're going to see hanging in the back, and that's the American flag. That is the true flag of racism.
Ooh, dang. Well, let me ask Skip a question real quick. He's the first timer on this show. Skip, like, what's your view about the rebel flag?
I don't have a problem with it myself. I went to the flea market about 3 months ago. I love the flea markets. And this Asian woman, she had a "I Can't Breathe" t-shirt.
Ooh.
Well, I bought that from, because it was $5. I can't breathe. That was the thing going on right there.
Why did she have a shirt like that? What was it in reference of anything?
Well, they had a bunch of different t-shirts with different sayings on it. She bought it. She probably had about 20
George
of
Floyd.
them. Yeah, it was
George Floyd. Okay. Let's get to the point.
Reference. Yeah, I can't breathe. And at the same time,
that was okay.
Huh?
Was that okay?
Was what okay?
That she had a freaking rebel flag shirt with "I Can't Breathe," which is
it's not a rebel flag shirt. It's a black shirt with white letters.
Was that even okay?
I can't breathe.
Was that even okay? And you're a white man and you're wearing that shirt. Come on, Skip.
What's wrong with wearing that shirt?
I can't breathe. Are you serious?
When you see me wearing that shirt for the first time, would you think I'm supporting George Floyd or making fun of or against George Floyd?
I would think that you are making fun of George Floyd.
Well, see, that's your opinion. I can't buy clothes based on people's opinions.
Right.
I buy it because I like it. There was a good price on it too.
It just so happened to fall during the line when George Floyd was saying he can't breathe. He was screaming for his life. I can't breathe. We all know what that is. And you're a white man.
Yeah, and
you're a white man. You're a white man.
I got the nerve enough to wear that shirt in a ghetto neighborhood that I live in. I don't get no slack from nobody from it.
Skip.
I don't. If y'all good enough to have me on here again, I'll wear it next time.
Amazing.
I'll wear it for y'all.
Amazing.
Remarkable, lady.
No, don't wear that shirt around me. Remarkable.
Well, that George Floyd and that
that was murder. And we know why you wearing that shirt, Skip. We know why. Let's man to man. Okay, let's stop the bull crap.
I'll be real with you. Okay?
Let's stop the bull crap.
I'm always real. I'm gonna be real with you.
Seriously. Let's stop the bull crap. You know what that shirt means.
Yeah, I think it's funny, that shirt.
So you supporting death?
Do I think I'm not supporting death?
Yes, you are.
No,
George Floyd said, "I can't breathe."
Well, I got some rebel flag socks. It's got rebel flags on. Am I supporting the KKK because I wear them?
You know what that stood for.
Am I supporting the lynching of black people?
No.
Skip.
No.
So now, what's up? Let's skip over.
Wait, one more thing. I got a pink eyes shirt. I look good in pink. Does that mean I'm queer? Hell no, it don't. I'm comfortable enough to wear something without having to worry about what other people think.
Let me ask Sonae a question. Sonae, how do you feel about white people?
Why you gonna just put me on the spot like that, baby daddy?
Okay. We can bypass that.
I can't answer it.
If you see a white person wear a shirt, "I can't breathe," or you know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? "I can't breathe" shirt.
I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna feel like, they're mocking, they're picking what happened to George Floyd. And to answer your question, I can answer it. How am I gonna say it? So it don't come out.
Take your time. Take your time. You're good. You're on the Byron podcast show. You're good. Take your time.
I don't care for them. I'll put it that way.
You don't care for them? You mean in white people?
Yeah.
Okay. As a whole?
I'm not gonna say as a whole. I'm gonna say a lot of them.
Do you like Skip? Do you like Skip? Sonae, I like Skip. I
Skip. I don't know Skip.
I just met him tonight too. Let's ask C-Mac. C-Mac, do you like Skip, C-Mac? And we're gonna come back to you, Sonae. C-Mac, what's up, man? Do you like Skip?
Skip's been cordial. Skip's been his demeanor. Skip's spirit.
I like him too. He likes him. Sonae, told you we're gonna come back to you. Do you like Skip?
Like I said, he seems to be a cool person,
remarkable,
a likable, laid back person. I don't have an issue.
Well, thank you, because I don't dislike black people. I dislike people with bad character.
Yes. Skip, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna go into race at this point. You're the first, white person I had on my show. And why are people calling me during this time? Amazing. Let me ask you a question, Skip. How do you feel about that rebel flag again?
How do I feel about what?
That rebel flag.
How do I feel about
that'd be on the Jesse Lee Peterson show.
Hey, I ain't got no problem with it. I don't have the problem with the rebel flag, because to me, the rebel flag don't stand for the Ku Klux Klan. It don't stand for none of that.
But they did use that flag to create division between white people and black people. Do you agree with that?
It's been used. Yeah, that's the way it's looked at now. You're right. But I don't think anything about it. That's just not important to me. I'm living for today. I can't help what happened back then, whether it was right or wrong. I can't do anything to change that. And I can't let that affect my life now today. I'm living today.
Yes. And C-Mac, same question. How do you feel about the rebel flag?
It means nothing to me.
Okay. Well, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and close this out. Is that okay, guys?
Hey, that's whatever. I'm here to have a good time with y'all and talk about some things, and I've enjoyed myself tonight. I really had. I'm glad you had me on.
Hey, listen,
Appreciate you.
that's what the Byron podcast show is about. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? And Skip, thank you for joining my show. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I hope you guys were entertained. You know, Skip, do you want to sit up here and say any last words before we close this out?
You know what I just about said for a minute?
What?
I don't think you would find no humor in it. I can't breathe.
What's up?
I can't breathe.
Oh my God.
I'm
Oh
just playing with you.
No, you're good.
I'm just playing.
Skip, you're good. You're good. You were great.
Look,
tonight.
The more you get to know me, the more you'll find out that I love to laugh and joke and cut up and have
Me
a good
too.
time. And I try not to take life too serious.
Exactly.
I do talk about serious topics, but
I know you do.
But I don't go through
How,
life.
how can people find your show? Because Sonay just joined, and you
Well,
got some really good shows on there, and I like it.
Well, I appreciate it. If you just go to YouTube and type in Skip McBurney, McBurney, I'm the only one on there, and I'll pop up, and you'll see my videos.
And C-Mac, same thing with you, man. And thank you. I hope you had a good time tonight too, C-Mac. I really do. How can my audience find you, C-Mac?
As always, thank you. Corey Mack, COREY space MC. You'll find me on SoundCloud. You'll find me on Instagram. You'll find me on YouTube, CMC Productions with a Z, TV. You know what I'm saying? That's Differences of Opinion podcast. All right. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support, big baby.
Much love. Much love. And Sonay, do you want to say any last words?
Just thank you for having me on the show.
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. So with that being said, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys got something out of this. It was very personal, interesting, but we need to have more conversations like this. At the end of the day, you guys, peace.